Go 95.3, I'm Chaz Kangas, and joining me, I have a very special guest at this time. He is a two-time Monster Jam World Finals champion, that is in both freestyle and in racing. He is the driver of the Monster Energy Truck, which you'll be able to see this Saturday night, December 14th, at the US Bank Stadium for Monster Jam, as it makes its big return to Minnesota. The one, the only, Todd LeDuc. Todd, how's it going today?
Dude, it's going really well. It never gets old hearing that two-time world champion.
Boom. Well, you earned it, man. And, it's just as much fun to say as it is, I'm sure it is to hear. So you're from Springfield, Massachusetts originally, correct?
Yeah, that's where I was born. And then when I was 9 years old, my father was a race car driver. And he said, hey, we're all moving to California. And, he followed his racing career, and we all went with him. And then now I currently live in Phoenix, Arizona, because I have two little boys, and it's a lot easier leaving them with the in-laws.
Nice, yeah. And so it seems like the path from, an area like that it's pretty urban. There isn't a whole lot of areas for track or a lot of space for a monster truck. And then going there and hearing your path with your father, of course, and then now being in Arizona. Do you find Arizona now is a pretty conducive area, too, in terms of getting the inspiration and getting in the right mindset for doing some Monster Jam?
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's a global thing now. Like, I just got back from Singapore 2 days ago, and it's just wild. But, yeah, being out here in the desert, it's just so fun to, be able to take a monster truck or an off-road truck out into the hills and just go jump around. It's really good practice for me.
Awesome. And you mentioned Singapore because Monster Jam is truly a worldwide phenomenon. And to go from Singapore now to Minnesota and all the other places around the globe that it's been, do you find noticeable differences between the different audiences who it's in front of?
Yeah, for instance, the Chinese, when we went to China, it was crazy. Trying to get the crowd to start clapping, they're such a quiet, people. And I was like, come on, you can clap and get rowdy and stuff. And then when we went to Japan, polar opposite, total craziness. And Barcelona, Spain, people are super crazy, super into it, almost like you're just having another show in the United States.
So being the driver of the Monster Energy Truck, and with Monster Energy being such an identifiable brand, what do you think sets Monster apart?
You know what? When they were looking for a driver, they were looking for someone that had tattoos, was young, was just a crazy driver. And my name came up in their meetings, and luckily for me, I got the job. It's one of those global brands that's known for just going nuts and being crazy, and that's literally describing me. And Monster Energy is a great partner. I've had a lot of success with them. I've won 2 stadium tour championships with them out of 3 years, so it's going really well, and they definitely help keep me awake. Nice. Do you have a favorite particular flavor of Monster? The Hawaiian Pipeline. I really, really like it, and the original. So I'm a battle between those two.
The classics and the innovation, always so good. So as you mentioned, you're a 2-time world champion in both freestyle and racing. And being to have to master those particular arts and to have it in 2 such different styles of Monster Jam, do you find when you're performing, is it a different rush then in the success in both?
Yeah, because, racing is a lot more stress, and it's more calculated, and it's just you and that other athlete in the other lane, and you have pick of your own destiny, where freestyle is a little bit different. It's more into the judge's hands. So the biggest thing between racing and freestyle is, in freestyle, you lose total control. The fans grab their phones, and they vote of what they like about your run. So you might have a great run, and the fans might not be into it. You get a terrible score. So usually racing, you're in control of your own destiny, and freestyle, it's all in the fans' hands.
Nice. So for me personally, this is going to be my second time attending Monster Jam, and I'm bringing 2 people to their very first time. And Monster Jam is out here. It's one of those things that's so ubiquitous in terms of the advertising for it and this attraction to it, especially when the night of it, when the lights go up at US Bank Stadium and people turn out for it. There's going to be a lot of longtime fans and a lot of people for whom it's their very first time. So for someone who is going to be attending for the first time, what would you say is your recommendations for the best way to enjoy Monster Jam?
To start it off, I would probably get there a little bit early. We have a pit party, and it's so much fun. You get to meet the drivers, you get to touch them, you get to laugh, you get to tell stories, show, really cool signs that you've made, merchandise. so much fun. That's a pit party. Then we have an hour break. That's where us drivers have a quick bite, try to control the adrenaline, and then the show starts at 7 p.m. and goes to about 9:30, and it's wild, it's crazy. So did I just watch a truck do a front flip or, a double backflip? Like, this is crazy. And then, for kids, it's easy for them to understand because it's one at a time. They look like dogs, and some of them look like grave diggers, so really, really fun. But definitely bring your protection and pretty much just sit back and have a good time.
Wonderful. Well, I'm definitely excited to see you. I'm wishing you the best of luck this Saturday, December 14th at US Bank Stadium for Monster Jam. Todd LeDuc, thanks for being the best.
No, I cannot wait. It's going to be freezing cold, but still, the action's going to be hot.
Hey, and here in Minnesota, we really need that hot action right now. It's -1 outside, so yeah, it's a bit different from Arizona at the moment, I'm sure. So.
Oh yeah, I'm outside in t-shirts and shorts right now.
I am envious. We're not going to be getting that until May, but you know what? Maybe I'll bring a spare pair this weekend in case, the heat from the action, strikes, raises that Fahrenheit temperature for me. So, once again.
Thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on, and I cannot wait to get there.
Sweet. Looking forward to seeing you there. Thanks, Todd.
See you then. Bye. Cool.